Hi, everybody. It's time for some healing with the blues. Healing with the blues. That's right, I'm healing with the blues. I've got nothing left to lose. That's why I'm healing with the blues. Such a pain inside. The love that's there for me, I have denied. I've never had the blues this long, this deep, this wide. That's why I'm healing with the blues. Yeah, today November 1st. Happy November. I hope that you had a great Halloween if you celebrate that, and that you're maybe helping to revere your ancestors if you're doing that today, Day of the Dead. It's a wonderful time to put to bed the things that we no longer need and to let ourselves kind of turn inward for the winter part of the year here in the Northern Hemisphere. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, you're just coming alive into spring and summer, and I hope that that is a beautiful time for you as well. So everybody's experiencing everything, right? We all get all of this. It's amazing. And those people at the equator, what are they celebrating today? I hope that you have something to celebrate every day, because in the big picture, there really is something to celebrate every day when we can find it. And there's things that we can always work to end, like war and hunger and famine and strife and grief. There's always going to be those things that happen. And, I'm in a privileged position. That's obvious. Um, I'm in a privileged position to be able to say some of these things. And I think about that when I'm saying them, that there are people who will not be able to do this because they can't find something to be thankful for. Because it's very difficult to think of things that you're thankful for when you're just trying to survive from every day-to-day existence. And that's the way some people are, even in privileged situations, like those of us that live here in the United States. We have a lot. And so the emphasis here is on consuming. And when you're a consumer and not a citizen, that means you have to keep taking things in, keep taking them in, keep buying, keep spending. And that's really not what we're here for. We're here to learn. In my humble opinion, we're here to learn. And so let's look at this big picture. Let's really see what's going on. Are there going to be things that we want to change in the world? Of course there are. There's always going to be things that we want to change. But can we love the world? Can we love our neighbor as we love ourselves? Not if you don't love yourself, you can't. So it has to start with us. It has to start within us. So I'd like to do a guided meditation for you today. And if you have any questions or concerns, please put them into the chat, and we'll just go from here. Okay. So I want you to take a deep breath, close your eyes. Imagine that you're breathing up into love, light, source energy. As you take another deep breath, you can raise your arms up. That brings your ribs out, so it makes you be able to take a deeper breath. And as you exhale, let that energy from the source of all that is come down through all the layers, all levels, through the center of your body, through all the chakras, those energy centers in your body, like your energy skeleton. Let that energy come back down through all layers and levels, down through the center of your body, down through your chakras, down through your feet, down into the core of the earth. Take another deep breath. And let all the weight of your body, as you exhale, come down toward the earth. And let yourself relax. And you can close your eyes. Let yourself relax. Feel your body right now. Feel the weight of your body down, down, down. Let your eyes close. Putting your attention on your breath. And I want you to imagine in front of you is a beautiful bubble. It could be whatever color you like, but you can see through it. And this clear, beautiful bubble is now coming towards you, and it is enveloping you. And you are inside the bubble, and you're completely at ease here. There's no change in temperature. You can sit or lie down in this bubble. It's fine. You are held up and withheld in this bubble. And in this bubble, you can float, just like any bubble. But this bubble doesn't burst. This bubble is a way for you to move. And the magic of this bubble is that you can move through walls and ceilings and into any place that you want, easily and effortlessly. So I want you to you're sitting in your bubble. Maybe it's kind of a pink color, maybe it's blue, whatever color, maybe it's clear, whatever color you like, maybe it's opalescent. And you see all the colors, but you can see through it. And allow yourself to come up and start to float in this bubble. You're floating up toward the ceiling. And now you can float up through the roof. And now you're floating above whatever building you're in. If you're not in a building, you're just floating above the treetops. Looking down, you can see what's going on around your street. And as you go a little bit higher, you can see more streets. You can see more area. And as you go a little higher, you can see your whole town or your city. And as you go a little higher, you allow yourself to move. And now you're moving toward a place that is your happy place, a place where you are totally comfortable. And maybe it zooms over trees, and maybe there's rivers or oceans that you go over, or big lakes. Maybe there's mountains that you go over, but you find yourself in this beautiful, happy place that you've created for yourself. It might be a place that you know really well. It might be a place that you're imagining for the first time. And let that bubble set you down in your happy place. Notice whether you're indoors or outdoors. Notice if there's any smells around that would give you a sense of where you are. Notice any textures or colors that are around you. And notice that this is absolutely the most perfect place for you to be, for you to just be yourself. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing you have to try for or strive for. You just are being in your happy place. This is a place of joy for you where you can just completely relax and be yourself. Maybe there's beautiful rugs and pillows around. Maybe it's a tent. Maybe it's a yurt. Maybe you're in a cabin in the woods. Or maybe you're in a palace made of marble. Whatever you'd like to have that makes you feel the most at home and comfortable, that's what's there. And as you look around, you notice there's a closet. And in this closet, as you open the door, you notice all these suits hanging up. Each of these suits is an ability that you would like to have, or that you have, and you really enjoy it. So you can look through the closet and try on a suit. Maybe it's a suit that lets you be a painter, or maybe it's a suit that lets you play the piano, or maybe it's a suit that allows you to be still. Whatever the suit is, you can try it on, and you have that ability. So I want you to go through and try on 2 or 3 suits. Just see how they feel and what you can do with them. What's the ability that you would most like to have? Maybe it's flying. Maybe one of the suits is a flying suit. Maybe it's a clairvoyant suit where you can see the future. And just notice, maybe it's a healer suit and you can help heal people and yourself. And just notice what the suits are like that you have. What are they made of? What do they feel like when you put them on? What do you look like? Maybe there's a mirror there where you can see yourself in the suit. Just try on a few of those suits and see what they feel like to you. Let yourself have some new abilities, maybe abilities that you didn't think you could have. And there's the suit for it, right there. Now, go ahead and Put the suits away, and I want you to ask, also notice that there is a people mover in your happy place. Only people that you invite can come in through this people mover. Could be an elevator, could be a waterfall, could be anything you'd like it to be. And I want you to invite in your inner child, the part of you that is still a child, and let them come into your happy place and notice how they enter. Notice what their feeling is when they see you. Are they happy to see you? Do they run towards you? Are they timid? Are they shy? You have to kind of coax them in. Just let that inner child come in. That child you as a child, coming into your happy place to share some time with you. Do they want to climb up on your lap? Do they want to sit next to you? And what is something that you would tell them? What do they need to hear from you? What do you need to say to them? I'm so glad you're here. I'm grateful to see you. I've got this. It's okay. I love you. I'm here for you. I can protect you. I will protect you. Beautiful. Let yourself be together with this child you. Have some moments there with each other. And now I want you to invite in your higher self. The higher self can come in through the people mover. Your higher self is the part of you that's connected to source energy all the time. Your higher self is that part of you that knows, that is in connection and isn't in judgment of you, but is always on your side. The part of you that loves you unconditionally. Notice how they look, how they're dressed. Notice if they're happy to see you. You can embrace them. And your inner child wants to come in there too. So the three of you have a beautiful embrace. And you're happy to be together. And you sit together in a circle, holding hands, being together, marveling at each other. How beautiful and awesome it is to have us all here together. And what would your higher self say to you? What does your higher self have for you? What message? Just take it in. This message from your higher self. And as you sit with your higher self and your inner child, feel the peace that is just upon you, like a beautiful blanket of love. This beautiful, calm peace that surrounds you, that is in your heart, in your mind. And take a deep breath. You can come back to this place at any time. You can have this same interaction or better interactions with your higher self and your inner child anytime you like. But now it's time for them to go. So you say goodbye to them. I'll see you next time as they go out through the people mover. And here comes the bubble. And the bubble envelops you. And as you rise above in this bubble, you rise above your happy place. You rise above the area where it is, the terrain, you can see it all. You rise above, you keep rising until you can see the continents and the oceans. You rise above until you are in the orbit of the earth, watching it spin. And now you notice all of this bright light around the earth. And you see this bright light, and you notice that it's thousands and thousands of angels surrounding the earth, beaming love to all of those on the earth. And now you're part of that too. You can watch that happen and be part of it. Angels all around, surrounding us in this beautiful bright light, healing, comforting, love, surrounding us all. And you can feel it. You can feel it surging through you, kind of like a wave washing over you of love and healing and peace and calm. Just noticing what it feels like to have all of that coming towards you, coming from within you, surrounding you. You could stay here all day, forever. And it's time to go back. So as your bubble comes back down toward the earth, easily and effortlessly, no fuss, no muss, no panic, just effortless floating within this bubble. And the angels wave to you as you go back down to earth. Come back to the room where you are right now. Go ahead and rub your hands together. If you're sitting, rub your hands on the top of your thighs. Rub your feet on the floor. Put your arms around yourself. Rub your arms. Open your eyes. And here we are. This is a wonderful way for you to really experience healing on a global level. And you can touch down in different places on the earth that you feel you're being called to. And when you do this exercise again, this guided meditation, feel free to add that in. Let yourself do what you need to do. When we think a thing, we're creating it. That's where things happen first, right? We have a thought, we create this thought, and then it kind of brings other thoughts to it that are like it, and we move forward. And these thoughts, as they gather momentum, they become behaviors. And as they become behaviors, they gather assistance so that you can move in the direction that you're being led to with your thoughts. So think good thoughts. Think healing thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Think joyful thoughts. Let your thoughts gather more of the ones that are like them to them. So they get sticky and you start thinking of more things that you're thankful for, more things that you appreciate, more things that you love. And that will help. That will help you move through any of the grief and any of the strife that you're experiencing. You really will. Just give yourself a few minutes to let yourself be in that thought of happiness and peace. It's really true. Your thoughts are things. Pick the good ones. I love that. We're going to be doing the class next week. That's November 7th, 8th, and 9th at 2 p.m. Central, Grief as a Doorway to Deeper Healing. You can register through, I'll put a link up. It's also on Facebook. The link is there. It's in a bunch of different places. So I'll put it underneath this video as well. So you'll be able to register for it. We're going to do an hour each day. And bring you to some new awarenesses and some tools that you can use to help you move through grief. So I hope you'll join me for that. It's really actually a fun class. Yeah, people do get healing during that class because we are going to be doing some healing work. So make sure that you register for it immediately because we want to make sure that there's room for everybody. And share it with people that you think may need something like that, because it's not a me talking the whole time class. We're going to be doing things in that class too, so you get ready for that. Have some water with you, make sure that you're in a comfortable place and that you won't be disturbed, and you know, we'll do it. We'll get the healing going. That's what we're all about here, Healing with the Blues and Quantum Healing International. You know, it's so easy to just keep looking at the physical aspect of what's going on with us. But when we dive a little deeper and we really look at that, we can find that energy is there. And as we shift our subconscious, we can shift what our physical body's doing too. And that helps us keep on our path. So I'll be talking about our program, the 7-month path to joyful purpose, during the class. You'll get to hear a little bit about that. If you are already interested in that, please send me a message and set up a time for us to talk. I'll put a scheduler in the links below too. And allow yourself to have that experience, because when we're talking about this stuff, you know, it really does make a difference when we are together in person. And so one of the things that I like to do when we're doing is just to have a conversation with you, because that makes a huge difference. So I want you to make sure that you know that you can always schedule some time to talk with me about what's coming up and what you might want to do. And if there's a way that I can help you with that, I would love to. So until the 15th, when I'll be back again for our next live, please feel free to get in touch with me and have a very blessed day. Much love, many blessings. And let's do a prayer to close. Take a nice deep breath up through your crown chakra, up into love, light, source energy, up into the center of the universe, wherever that is. And as you exhale, let that energy come back down through all areas, through all layers, levels, chakras, down through your feet into the core of the earth. As I say these words in the I am, for anyone listening, God is all there is. Love is all there is. Light, life, and source energy is all there is. And I recognize right here and right now that I'm one with God, love, light, life, and source energy. And I'm never, ever separated from this energy. It's in every cell, molecule, and atom, and all the space in between. But if I feel separated, I know it's a false feeling, and all I have to do is breathe in inspiration, inviting spirit in, and exhale gratitude. Thank you. I am so grateful to have this time to be able to connect with like-minded people and people that are searching, to be able to know that there is a place for them that they can access, and that as they do these things to help themselves be more in connection with source, it's easier and easier. At times it might feel like there's a huge wall there, but we can break those down easily without much effort, and know that on the other side of that is more peace and more love and more happiness and more joy and more calm. We don't have to live in a world of chaos. We don't have to live in a world of worry. And I would be thankful to not worry about a thing, because worry does nothing to forward motion. It only keeps us stuck in our stuff. It keeps us in fear. Worry keeps us in fear about the future. Regret keeps us in fear about the past. So I'd rather be in the present, where everything is okay and where healing actually happens. So I'm grateful to be in present time. I'm grateful to be in the moment. I'm grateful to keep myself in the moment and not try to go forward into the future or backward into the past and carry all that stuff with me. I don't need to. It's not necessary. It's not required. And we don't have to worry about things later. We can just not worry. We can put light around each of those things and let them be. And that is the best thing that we can do. Put the light of love around the things that we would rather worry about, because worrying doesn't help us. It only hurts us. So as I allow myself to be in present time, I have no worries. I have no regrets. And I allow myself to just be thankful for what I have right here, right now. I'm so grateful. I authorize my subconscious to let it be so, to dissolve any constrictions or contractions keeping me from my highest good, because my subconscious is running my body right now. And as it runs my body off of the emotions that I'm having, I allow myself to release the negative emotions that I have in a healthy way and let those positive, loving emotions drop right into place. I'm so grateful. I say that it's so and I let it go, knowing that it's already done. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. So it is. Much love.